What if the very thing you're avoiding is exactly where your alignment is hiding? Because listen, I played the game for way too long. I spent most of my life with a fear of being seen and I avoided it at all costs. But we all have something that we avoid. That difficult conversation, making that big decision, even setting the boundary, or there is something that you've been avoiding and you know your alignment lives on the other side of it. So let's talk about why we never walk through the door and exactly why that same door is the one that leads you home. So let's get into it. Friend, we have got to talk about why we avoid the very thing that we know will make a difference. My ultimate dream is to help people connect back to themselves so that they can live their life from that place, so that they fully fall in love with themselves and their life. And friend, I knew making video is the way that I have to do that. I have to put myself out there. And so, what did I do for the longest? I started a podcast, audio only. And listen, not that you can't make an impact with a audio only podcast because there are people who do it successfully, but the impact that I want to make is not going to be that way. And friend, listen, I did everything that I could. I was trying to search and find any other way, any other strategy except showing up on camera. And I had coach after coach, mentor after mentor, all tell me the same thing. And I was still like, but there has to be another way. All because I had to face me in order to really do this. And friend, listen, I'm not above it. And I know that so many of us face this every single day because there is a relationship in your life that you've been meaning to repair and you haven't made that phone call yet. Or maybe there has been a really big decision that you know if you made it, it would open the door to one of your greatest chapters. Or maybe you've just been meaning to set this boundary, but you know that if you do, that not only does it mean that you have to have the conversation, but it means that you yourself have to honor your boundary. So, what is that thing for you that you know you have been avoiding? And you know that on the other side of it is everything that you say you want. Friend, we are doing the work around here. So here's your journal prompt. What's one thing I've been avoiding that I already know is my alignment? And if you are feeling that one in your chest right now, go ahead and make sure that you comment and fill me in, friend. Tell me all about it in the comments because I want to support you. I know that we all know what to do. So many times we avoid what we have to do because we know it requires another level of ourselves. We know that we're going to have to put in some work in order to get there. We know that there's going to be some things that we have to change, some things that we have to rearrange, some things that we have to give up. And honestly, making the change, sustaining the change, sometimes we don't know that we're up for it, or we just flat out don't want to. Sometimes you've made your cozy corner and you don't really want to leave it. All of those things are real, friend. But we also know that just like it's going to cost you to move forward and become the version of yourself who has everything that you want, but there's also a cost to staying where you are. And only you can decide what price it is that you're willing to pay. Because either way it goes, just like Fat Joe says, yesterday's price is not today's price. And let's also acknowledge with some tenderness that sometimes we are just avoiding the whole process of letting go because we know that it also means letting go of certain people, places, and things that we've loved and enjoyed for a really long time. And we know that those seasons have come to an end, but we're not quite ready to let go. And it also impacts other people and places and things. And we are also avoiding everything that comes with that. So let's just hold a little space for some tenderness here because I know that avoidance isn't just about, oh, let's not go there or pretending that it doesn't exist or shying away from it. And it doesn't even mean being lazy. Sometimes it's that discomfort of growing that we're trying to avoid altogether. But that discomfort and your alignment, they're both going in the same direction. And there is no getting around it. I know we live in a day and age where we want the prime time seating. We want the expedited delivery. We want it in the next 24 hours. But of course, growth just doesn't happen that way. It's not an overnight success, it is a process. And there are so many times when we are just not sure that we want to take the next step that's going to lead into that process because it requires a new level of accountability from ourselves. And there is that doubt there of can we really do it? When you end that toxic relationship that you know is no good for you, are you really going to stay away for good this time or are you going to let him come back? So it really truly is a process, and we have to be okay with acknowledging exactly what all this entails. So please don't give yourself a hard time if you've been avoiding these very things. Just know that the discomfort is all a part of it. Doubting whether or not you're ready is all a part of it. And you can still move forward and feel all of it. It's not a signal to stop, it's a signal to keep taking steps forward. For so long, I had this fear of being seen. And starting this YouTube challenge in December to post a video every single day, I started out strong. And then life slapped me around a little bit and I fell off. And the first time that I fell off, I was like, okay, it's just a day. No one's going to miss it. Right. And the next day came and I was hesitant. And I was thinking, you know what? Like, who is going to even notice if I skip a couple of days? And that is what really started that back and forth of starting and restarting, starting and restarting. And I did that up until February 15th. And that was when I really recommitted to posting a video every single day, despite how I felt, despite what I had going on. I needed to show myself that I could really do this. And I'm so grateful that I did. And the starting and stopping, it showed me that I could let that pattern continue to play out, or I could finally decide that this fear that I carried for so long had no more place with me and where I was going. And once I made that recommitment and stopped avoiding the very thing that I spent years of my life doing, the easier it got to show up. And now here we are. I'm officially at 102 days. Whoop, whoop. And there's just no reason that I will not have a video every single day because now I know I've shown myself I can do this tired And actually, making videos gives me energy. I can do this when I don't feel like it because as soon as I hit that record button, it's on. I am a new person because I stuck with this commitment. And the more that I've done it, the more that I've practiced, the more in alignment I really feel. This thing that I was avoiding was actually calling me to overcome my fear all along. And that's what I really want you to see here, friend. That very thing that you may be afraid of, the very thing that you've been avoiding, it is the very thing that is calling you to what you say you really want. Will you have the courage to step forward? Will you have the strength to start again when life slaps you around a little bit? Are you willing to do what it takes to really meet your desires where they are? Because that is truly the greatest gift of all. I know that I was given this purpose to speak and to help someone reconnect back to the best of themselves. And that means I have to step out of my own way. That means I have to become the woman who lives into this purpose. And that's all our fears are really asking of us is to become that version of us that's no longer afraid. And if I'm being really honest, I never even imagined my life without the fear. I just thought that it would always be something that I had. And I'm sure it'll resurface as I am seen in other spaces and other environments as I continue to grow. And this exercise of posting a video every single day has taught me that whether the fear is present or not, I still show up. I still do what I am called to do. So the question then becomes, friend, are you willing to answer the call of your purpose and what you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how uncomfortable it may be? Are you willing to take a step and keep taking steps until you arrive at that next level that you've been dreaming of? So, fill me in, friend. I want to know. So, you got your journal prompt. You're going to name the thing that you've been avoiding. And now, what is the one step that you are going to take so that you're no longer avoiding it? Are you finally going to write that email and leave it in your drafts so that when you send it, you're not emotionally charged? Are you finally going to sit down and journal a little bit about that difficult conversation that you know you need to have? So at least you have a clear understanding of your own perspective and what your ask is from that conversation. Are you actually going to put the workout on your calendar and not avoid the workout when the time comes? What is that one action step that you are going to take? And friend, the sooner, the better. Let's not put it off till tomorrow. Let's not put it off for 2 weeks when you feel like you'll have more time or on a day that you're not tired. What is one step that you can take? Even if you can't fully complete the action, what can you do today? Because this is about forward movement to create momentum. Action is what creates alignment. You got to get into action, friend. We got to do the thing, okay? So, friend, I hope that you have enjoyed this video and you realize that you really do have the power in your hands. The thing that you've been avoiding is not the one that gets to decide for you, it's not the one that's in control. You are. And now you're taking your power back and taking a step today. And I couldn't be more proud of you. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, friend, I love you so much. I'm super proud of the work that you have done with me today. And make sure that you're subscribed because I'm making videos like this for you every day. Every day, I got a word for you. And to know me is to know I love myself so much, I don't play about me. And if you hang out with me long enough, you will love yourself so much that you won't play about you either. Okay, friend? I can't wait to meet you in the comments, and I will see you in the next video tomorrow.